Okay, how's it, guys? We got Pierre here from Drone Tech. So we're really pleased to have you, Pierre. Nice to see you here, guys. We do have captions at the bottom, but if Google Meet messes those up, we apologize. So yeah, Pierre, welcome. How you doing?
Okay, but thank you for inviting me for this video. I hope also Google can understand the Franglish I speak. Uh, we we going fine. I am personally very busy with Drone Tech in last week and the coming week because if you remember, we are going to do our first trial in July. There is a lot of issues to need to be solved before that.
Well, I must say before you jump too far ahead, yeah, I mean that is every time I speak with you, and I do mention that to the community, I'm just always so surprised at how busy you've been, and everything. I always say you keep me on my toes with new surprises. Uh, but let's quickly just go back a little bit. Pierre, can you maybe just talk about yourself, your experience, who you are as a person?
Okay. But if you want to know who I am, you go LinkedIn. I just update Drone Tech on LinkedIn and can give us my background. But I am going to give you right now. I am French. I am working in France for a while of the bank. And very early, I move to Asia, where, to make the story short, I make a factory in China doing a thermometer for the thermometer industry, uh, specialized on the food service. I start this company from scratch, and I bring this company after 17 years to the leader of the thermometry market. I own 10 patents. Uh, and after 17 years in China, you can imagine, you want to get a fresh air. Then I move where my wife lives. It's in Thailand, where I start a new company doing introducing on the Asian market a product on interior decoration doesn't exist. Then all these new products you find, like a stretch shading, film mirror, wall covering with textile, all these products I introduce. Today, I have 4 branches in Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, and Singapore. The head office, of course, is in Thailand, and we employ around 50 persons today, permanent, plus around 20 to 30 people temporary employee. Uh, my background and my experience make me very quickly understand a company has to run without the boss. The boss is not here for running the company. He's here to give the orientation of the company and recruit the people who have the knowledge and the capability to run the company. Then I get a lot of freedom in the past years. During the COVID, I don't stay, to give you an idea, during the COVID, I don't stay in Thailand. I was 8 months in France. And for the people who know about finance, my best year on EBIT is what we call a gross margin, roughly, is a COVID year. So to be directly involved on details, I don't think it's a good idea. And this free time I use for solving a problem I have long time ago. 10 years ago, I discovered a product. It cleans the facade of the building, and it was amazing. But the only problem, it was nothing except a scaffolding and going with a pump and everything to spray this product. It was not very easy to make. Then I give up. I test the product. It worked very, very well, but I give up. And last year, end of last year, November, December, if I remember, I find this drone can be used to spray a product on the facade. So I jump in and I contact the company and I said I want the exclusive right in France. So we have a short discussion because the owner of the company is like me, an entrepreneur. I'm doing a lot of different things. And we reach an agreement and I get the distribution of France. When I talk with him, I ask him a question, especially, how many people contact you from France? And he said to me, 6 people today. He just started launching his franchise and he said 6 people. And I said, oh, these 6 people are individual or corporate? And he said to me, mostly corporate is 1 or 2 individuals. Have a drone and play on the garden or the backyard. So I said, but why you don't close the deal with one of these corporate? Did there's any issue? And he said to me, yes, it's one issue. I cannot close the deal because it doesn't speak English enough for us to understand and to make a business together. So I get this opportunity because my English is not good, as you see, but better than most of French people.
No,
They are very proud of that.
your English is fine. It's your accent is a bit difficult sometimes, I'll be honest. But your English is fine.
Sure.
So now you've gone and you've approached Drone Tech and you've managed to you've approached KTV and you've managed to secure the sole rights for France with KTV, which is great.
Right.
And then, of course, I know you. Could you maybe just give us a bit of a background, how basically you needed funding from us via Skyfi and not direct funding yourself?
Okay. Before that, I am going to tell you and give you also the background at the same time on my team. I called these 6 companies, and 2 of them, one was doing a drone cleaning on the roof only, another one doing cleaning, but this corporate doing a cleaning interior building. And I take these 2 guys and my partner, you can say that. Right? One is today commercial director, another one is a director of operation. So from that, I said, how can we start? How can we do it? We found together at today the franchise plus the money we put on working capital is 450,000 euros. What increased from the last talk we have, if you remember. And today we did that, and we need more funding. And we talk with you because I meet one of your partner called Martin, and he explained to me what he's doing. And I said, it's amazing because I'm looking for money and you have money. Then we can find a deal together. So why we need money? It's relatively simple. It's a B2B business. Okay? We are not going, or maybe accidentally, one house, private house, but mainly it will be a building for corporate. A corporate have building or building management all over France. So we can sign a contract with the people have 10 buildings in the south, 20 buildings on the north, 10 buildings in Paris, 15 buildings in Bordeaux, and 5 buildings in Strasbourg. We cannot provide the service to the people with 1 or 2 drones. So we decide to start with more drones, and today we are at 5 drones, right? To manage all the jobs, right? And the reason why we need a lot of working capital at the beginning to do our job, and if we don't want to wait 20 years before we have 100 drones, okay, we need to invest prior to any job, right? So to give you a number, in 2 or 3 years, Drone Tech will be a company with 200 drones.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yes, we work on number right now, because we're doing cleaning today, but we are going to do the painting. We are going to do other domain, the cleaning of the photovoltaic farm. Then we are going to expand the business. And today I can give you two news. One on the news is we are going to also moving quite quickly at the end of the coming year on other country. Because KTV have a problem to grow because it doesn't find the right partner. Then by proving what we are capable to do from the beginning, we are going probably to buy Germany or something like that.
Oh, so you think you're maybe going to go into Germany as well?
Maybe. Yeah. What is the market will be free.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Always a surprise with you, Pierre.
So, but it's a logic, right? We arrive at the logic. We have a talk with KTV on a regular basis, and as I tell you with Kenneth, with owner, we have a good relationship, and we put open book, right? What we arrive at the point. He said some country I cannot find people because people are not knowledgeable and the relationship not, or they want to do on themselves with modification, blah blah blah. He doesn't feel confident.
I think you're talking too fast for Google Chrome there.
Okay. What I said, my relationship with owner of KTV are good, and we speak on the same way, and we see the same development. We work on R&D together. And sometimes you have difficulty to find in a country the right person to take the distribution. Right? So that is a first point. A second point that is also new. We are working with a company doing engineering on the building. Building need a survey for different reasons. You have a place like Singapore, they need time to time to have a survey of the building to see no risk, no crack, the quality of the concrete, etc. And I talked with this company and I said, wait a minute, how you do that? He said, but we take a company, have a drone, and they fly over and they make a picture. And from this data picture, we make our calculation, or sometimes it's not exactly what we want. And I said to him, look, my job is to clean the building and to make a video from all the building. Every centimeter or square centimeter of the building will be recorded on video. Are you interested by this data? And he said to me, yes, because prior of everything, you are going to do 94% of my job. So we are talking, we are not closing a deal yet because the data is, you have to evaluate the price of the data and how to do what is the term of the contract, which takes some time, but is another source of income. Okay? On the other hand, I am on discussion with a company here in Thailand doing industrial cleaning. Industrial cleaning is mean tank. You know, for example, tanker have a big tank on the tanker itself, right? And that need to be cleaned, or the rust came and everything need to be clear. It's salty by the sea and blah blah blah. And these people doing that with a truck, a pump, and high pressure water. Is some issue because it's very big and to access at the right place is not easy. So I talked to them about the drone and they may be interesting to do that. But in this case, we have to open another branch in Thailand.
So you may be looking at opening up Drone Tech in Thailand as well.
Yeah, not on the short term, but
in the long term.
If the things go well with this company, will be 2024.
Okay.
second semester.
And to come back quickly to Drone Tech France, I mean, I know you say you're starting in July, and I
Yeah,
mean, I know it's a very exciting castle that you've secured there. I'm going to say with a smile.
yeah, yeah.
What I wanted to ask is what other deals have you got that are lined up at the moment for July? I mean, have you got any other deals that are bursting out of the seams?
Alors, I am not going to go back to all the authorization. We need local authorization. But what I am going to tell you, from next week, we signing what we call in French, I don't know exactly the word in English, a letter of intention.
Mm-hmm.
What is a pre-contract? The people said, we are going to use your service from the day you get the authorization to do it, right? For this kind of building, for this quantity of square meter, for this period of time, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. We are going on that because we have really people knocking at the door and said, hey guys, we're interesting. We tell you we're interesting. Hey guys, can you move forward? Right? So we need to cover ourselves to keep these people and to get this edge, this advantage. If someone coming by locking the big player, because believe me, a company, if you type on internet, company called EFAGE, EFFAGE, you see how big is this company, right? You have GSF, big company. We have Bouygues. I think, Greg, I talked to you about Bouygues before. As a big corporate with thousands of buildings. So these people, when we have them as a client, they are recurrent, they are serious company. We can build some things. And most of these company are the company, what is very interesting. Most of the company are going also to be interesting on the painting. It's been our next generation, right?
Yeah,
Because this company
absolutely. I
paint.
mean, just to remind everyone, so these drones, they don't only do cleaning, these drones can actually uh, do painting coming very soon. So the drones will be able to do painting. The drones will also be able later on as well to repair cracks in the concrete. And I think, if my memory serves me right, they can also do I've lost the word, it's gone out of my head, insulation, insulation on the buildings.
Yeah, with spraying a product for insulation.
So I mean, it's really, really exciting. I mean,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
excited to be working
sure.
with you.
It's very exciting because what we do here, we live at the beginning of a new technology. Is like the first electric car, right? Is the first working drone. What we call a working drone is the first generation of the working drone, and we are here for the beginning. In 10 years, you are going to send a working drone. People said, yes, I know. No, for now, it's not that. Then our advantage also, we are going to market the product is marketing by itself. When on the city the drone arrive, probably the local newspaper, maybe the local television, and the people going to look at it because it's very special.
Hmm.
And the
No,
product, if you make the product economic term, the product we propose is faster, safer, and cheaper than what they have now. You have to be stupid by not taking this product.
I remember that you corrected me because, again, how the product works is you got the van, and then the van has got a big battery that's hooked up to the drone, so that gives the drone a couple of hours of flying time. That battery runs out, and then you just swap
Catch.
it over to another battery. And then I remember yourself and me, we were having this discussion of cleaning of solar panels, these solar farms. And I raised the concern with you where I mentioned, yeah, but these drones only fly for 10, 15 minutes. So you can't have a truck coming in and out around the solar panels. And then I remember you surprised me. It was 40 minutes. You told me their flying time, the internal
40
time.
minutes, yeah, 40 minutes.
So I mean, that was just a huge, huge surprise. I mean, these drones really are outstanding.
Yeah, well, it's an expensive drone. It's the top of the range.
Yeah, I've seen the prices.
Is also we have an evolution on the solar farm, for example. Uh, we are probably working on the solar farm at night for two reasons. It's a long, flat area to clean. And that time, if you have the sun, we are less efficient than if it's no sun, right? One of the problem is before we thinking, okay, the drone working at night is noisy, but most of the farm is the middle of nowhere, then it will be not a problem.
Well, I'm guessing
At
also they're
night,
very hot during the day, so to spray water
right,
and solar
right,
panels,
right,
it'll
right.
probably.
It's many if you, yeah. It's also at night is less wind, then you use less battery,
You
right?
mentioned something about wind, and I did mention
Yeah.
this the other last week during our Sky-Fi chat. But I remember I was at your house, and you were going through a whole sheet on the winds, and
Mhm.
I thought it was very clever how basically you move from one city to another depending on the history of the wind per month. So,
Right. Yeah.
so you've really thought of everything when it comes to drone tech or to drones and the facade cleaning.
I think we have to. Uh, you have to consider every what I very quickly understand, except the passenger, we're running an airline company. And the airline company for me was a reference of history. What happened with an airline? The engine can break down when they are in between San Francisco and Bombay. Is also a problem with uh, part is a bad weather, cannot land, they have to take off again, right? Then I use this experience on the aviation,
Hmm.
uh, to work on drone tech, right? Because we have similar point, right? We need a pilot, we need a pilot with license, we need a drone with license, we need to we inform the local aviation authority about our flying, where we fly, is the security, is a checking before takeoff, is a check-in on maintenance on landing. Well, it's all that is exactly like an airplane.
And speaking of licenses and all that, so all that now secured, that's all done, finished.
No, one is never finished. Is a regional and local license. Every fly we have to ask.
No, but I mean, you already have your drone operating license now for France.
That's already done.
Okay, awesome. So then you mentioned there about regional licenses. Can you give a breakdown of what that entails? I know the last time you told me you managed to bring that down, the time frame for that. So I think that would be a
Yeah,
lovely thing
because
to share.
in fact, this is some zone we cannot operate a drone. All the military area, all the nuclear plant, etc., etc. So the regional is a regional. Is not local. Is not national. It's a regional. Authorities ask us every time we fly on the region to ask authorization. Then we turn that by making sort of agreement by saying, okay, look, we give you where we fly, and we check if we are on the dangerous zone or not. If we are close to dangerous zone, we ask your authorization. If we are not, it's fine. And they said, until we receive where your flight is okay, that we pass that quite easy. But the local authorization, you have ecologist measure, you have a major never see a drone of his life. Then it takes time sometimes. A city like Paris, it takes around 30 to 45 days. A city like my Chambéry take 10 to 15 days. Uh, we cannot control that.
Hmm.
So it's not a big deal. It's just a matter of planning.
Sure. Actually, you mentioned something great there. So July start is what percentage? 100% we're starting in July.
No, in July will be start because you need the real test. Then we start by Chambord because we make a video for social media and we prepare all the sponsoring at the same time. A little bit special job to train. After we have to during August, September, we will be full speed on September, but we start bit by bit, right?
Okay.
Step by step.
Oh, so that castle
Remember,
Chambord is marketing as well. Wow.
yeah, it's marketing itself. Exactly correct. Correct. It's the reason why we start by that.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so August, September. So the projections that we've all had a look at, we're still on track for those projections because, of course, we started those
Yeah,
projections with 1 drone, and I think now you're on 5.
yeah, right. Exactly. It's the reason, if you remember in the past, I said it's difficult to tell you 1, 4, 5, 10. We don't know. More we moving forward, more we. You have to understand we don't understand this business. It's a new business. Then more we move forward, more we learn.
Of course.
Right? Is a blocking point at some point. We have to clear it. Then is to give you is not a secret. It's not raining much in France, and we need the water to do the cleaning, right? And I said, and if his district said, in the water, you have no right to fill up your swimming pool, and of course, you have no right to clean your facade with a drone. We have to find an alternative, right? So we contact the plant doing a water treatment, and if that happens, they can sell me the water. We can rent a truck, a camion citerne in France.
A water tank.
And we can use this water. This water is not a drinking water, but we don't need the drinking water because we have the osmosis inside our van. Then we can use this water. We cannot be stuck. That is more easy to say, but it takes time. We have to do it. We have to see what we call les points bloquants.
Yeah, blocking points or choke points.
Right. Bottleneck or whatever. Then I give you this example to see we're learning. So we are not perfect, but we try to avoid any mistake or surprise, except a government decision or things, war. If war in Ukraine come to France, of course, we are not going to clean the facade. But if that happens, maybe I can give my drone to fire the enemy.
Well, I mean, I must say I'm amazed. I mean, you've just thought of everything. I mean, when it comes to moving towns for the wind, when it comes to if a town has got drought, how to get the water there. I mean, we really do feel confident in you. I mean, I'd say Drone Tech, a large part of the confidence of why us here at Skyfi, we were willing to back Drone Tech was because of you. I mean, you've always been able to answer our questions. You've never had anything that didn't make sense. So, I mean, I must say, Pierre, we're very, very pleased to have you with us.
Thank you, but I am not alone. It's not only me. And people have to trust the product. And it's a new technology. So a new way to do the things. We are a startup, right? And people have to trust you. The authorities have to trust us. Because when you arrive, they said, you have experience on the drone, a working drone? But no, nobody have experience. Then you lose on credibility from the first word you said, right?
Sure.
So I'm going to do a business, I don't know what it is. It's a little bit difficult to explain for someone working on the administration, where everything needs to be square. It's a little bit difficult. But okay, for the time being, we do well. But remember, I am not the only one. and I probably make you a picture when I am in France in 24, when I have a meeting after landing on 23. I have a meeting with the upper staff management, and I make you a picture and I send.
Well, that'll be awesome. Okay, well, Pierre, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know I'm stealing some of your time for Saturday as well.
It's okay. It's
But
okay.
I want to say thank you for this quick meeting. I don't think it was that quick, 45 minutes. So thank you again. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime. If I can answer,
Okay.
I'm pleased to do it.
Well, I'm just glad also everyone got to see you, got to hear from you. And so, I mean, yeah, that's great. Absolutely great.
Cool.
So then, Pierre,
Okay.
see you the next time.
Thank you, Greg. Bye.